According to Ghana Water Company Limited, the average demand for water within the Tamale Metropolis and its environs is about 20 million gallons, but the current power supply during the dry season only enabled the water company to treat only 7 million gallons of water, with a deficit of 13 million gallons of water per the demand. The shortfall has affected the flow of water in most households within the Tamale Metropolis for over 4 weeks now. In a press statement copied to all media houses in the northern region, the management of Ghana Water Company Limited apologized to residents over the situation. The release further explained the intermittent power supply and fluctuation within the northern region has affected the extraction of water for the treatment at the Dalun Treatment Plant over the past 1 month. In an interview, the public relations officer, Ni Abe, further explains the challenge to GH1 use in Tamale.
Currently, if you look at the operations Ghana Water Company is doing in the Tamale Metropolis and its environs, for starters, we have a deficit that we are battling with, especially during this dry season. We have a deficit of about 13 million gallons. Averagely, we do about 7 million gallons per day. And the average demand during this period is about 20 million gallons. And so we have a deficit of about 30 million gallons that we are battling with. And that is if we are to operate optimally in 24 hours, 7 days in a week. But what we are currently facing is that we have a situation whereby sometimes we lose close to about 12 hours due to power outages. For the past 3 weeks, our operations have been greatly affected as a result of power outages and fluctuations. There are instances where power is not adequate for the pumps to start. There are instances where it's over voltage, and so the pumps will trip off. That is the challenge we are facing currently, and that has rather worsened the situation for us. Areas which hitherto were getting normal supply today have been faced with erratic water supply as a result of these power outages. That is one aspect. Not to talk of the impact it has on our equipment. We're spending so much as far as maintenance is concerned, and we think that something needs to be done. Hitherto, we used to have a dedicated line to the treatment plant. Today, as a result of the rural electrification project, the line has been extended all the way to Nash and Daboya, which is affecting our operations. And so what happens is that for any fault on the line, the power line trips off. And we think that something needs to be done. NETCO tells us that they are trying to install some auto reclosers so they'll be able to isolate some of the lines. But what currently is happening are situations whereby you have an entire line going off, and NETCO tells you that, look, it's beyond their reach. It's coming from GridCo. GridCo is unable to explain to you what is really happening. And so that is our major concern now, and it's really, really impacting on our operations. We pray and hope that going forward with the second phase of the project we want to do, we should be able to have our dedicated line, get the right voltages, which will be able to power our equipment. Then we can be able to work effectively. But with what we are currently experiencing, if it is to continue, then we are afraid the situation